Hey, Pete!
Hey, Pete.
It's Monday. It's Motivational Monday. We're doing our social distancing.
Yes.
Don't breathe on me. I just want to keep people positive through this whole thing. You know, it's been hard to deal with for all of us.
You're like the only positive person out of all of this. Literally, she's the only one I know that's so. I walk in and she's like, "Good morning." I'm like, "The world's ending."
And we had a friend we reached out to on Friday. She seemed to have been in a funk for a while. We reached out to her, and now we see her back on social media.
Yeah.
You know, so I think, you know, everybody needs that uplifting, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I walk in the morning and my little puppy dogs are asleep, and I'm like, "Good morning," and their little tails start wagging.
Oh my God, yes. Very that.
I'm like their good morning positiveness, you know? So, just kind of wanting to touch, you know, even when you came to work Friday, you were kind of in a bummy mood.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What's wrong?" And you're like, "Nothing, what?"
Yeah.
And you didn't even know you were in a bummy
I didn't even
mood.
know. I thought I was normal, but I guess I was. Which I can see looking back in the beginning of that day. I was like, "Oh wow, I really was bummed out for no reason."
Yeah. So, you know, even though we're all in the same boat, we're all quarantined, we're all going crazy. We're all doing social distancing. You know, even my husband was like, "Oh my God, they're gonna shut down the city. I won't be able to go to the office." And I'm like, "You can still go to the office."
You're like, you can still work.
No, but it's like we have our own office,
Yeah.
and there's nobody else there. You know,
Right.
like maybe one of our sons might show up, you know, but for the most part, we're having everyone else stay away. So I'm like, "Honey, you can still go to the office. There's no one there. You know, get in the car, drive straight there, be by yourself, get your work done, drive straight home if that's what you want." And I'm like, but he looks forward to doing that. So, you know, I'm like, it's not like you're around 1,000 people. There's no one else there.
Has any of this like hit you? Like, has it like really hit you like with everything that's going on?
I don't know what you mean by hit me.
Like for me, it hasn't hit me. I'm still kind of like, I feel like my life is still the same.
Well, and only because we've made it that way.
Right.
Your parents have pretty much put you on lockdown.
Yeah.
I've put you on lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, so Fab literally gets to go from his house or his studio, which is at your dad's house, to my house.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
You might get to go through a drive-through to get food. You know, but I mean, for the most part, that's what you were doing before.
Yeah, it's pretty much a normal routine. The only thing is I can't go shopping or anything. Like I went.
Can't go out to a club.
Can't go to a club. Nothing.
Go out.
I went to Ulta this weekend just to see if they were really closed, and yeah, they were closed. I was like, wow, great.
So, how we've tried to keep our lives somewhat normal. We try to go for a power walk every morning when you come to work. We still do our social distancing. Yes. You know, we wash our hands 500 times. We don't touch each other.
No.
You know, we're practicing social distancing. We're never more than you, me, and my housekeeper, or my husband. I mean, like, you know, so I'm like, somewhat, it's still normal for us because this is kind of what we were doing on a normal basis. We can't really go out and film in houses or stores or anything like we were doing before. But, you know, for the most part, because it is such a horrible feeling and a negative feeling, and you know, you can fall into that gloom doom, or you can just try to keep somewhat being normal. You know, and Landon Romano in LA, like he's still so funny on social media. He's hilarious. You know, making all of us laugh.
Hey neighbor, I'm bored. What y'all doing in here? It ain't shit to do. Fuck, I'm running out of shit to do. I'm looking for something else.
And you know, all the singers and all the entertainers are out there trying to do things on YouTube and do things
and they're
on
going
Instagram.
live, like concerts live. It's like so
So you know, it's pretty cool. And so far in the United States, there's not a lot of cities or towns that are on complete lockdowns.
Right.
I think there's LA, Seattle, New York so far. I think Dallas just went on lockdown. I'm not sure, but for the most part, we're seeing that most cities are abiding by the rules.
Yeah.
And people are staying away, you know. They're trying to get that curve to go down, or at least flatline for a while. But, you know, it's just scary. And I think what our video today is about is our Curacao, our elderberry, trying to boost our immune systems. I just recently got Fab started on vitamin C, zinc,
and vitamin D.
And vitamin D. We try to get out in the sun as much as we can.
Exercise.
Exercise. Just try to keep your mental being on a positive side, you know, because we can all sit and worry about the negative part of it, or we can worry about the positive of it. So, you know, recently I've had a lot of people reaching out to me on DMs saying, oh my God, I've lost my job. I don't know what else to do. Guys, there are people out there hiring right now. Like Home Depot's hiring, Costco's hiring, Sam's Club's hiring, all the grocery stores are hiring. Because all this, you know, the one thing that we do need is food, guys.
Yeah.
We need food. And so whether you can go get a part-time job, helping stock shelves, helping check out groceries, helping do whatever.
Everything.
I mean, you know, DoorDash, you know, if you're an Uber driver, sign up for Uber Eats and become an Uber driver delivery person for, you know, to deliver food. I'm like, there's still ways for us to make money.
Yeah.
You know, you've just got to think, okay, what's the one thing in this world that everybody's needing right now? Food.
Yep.
Delivery. I mean, like
seriously.
You know, I saw a restaurant this weekend. They can't use their busboys and dishwashers because nobody's eating in house. So they've literally taken their busboys and their dishwashers and they've taught them how to help prepare food.
Yeah.
So instead of losing their job, they're actually preparing food because this restaurant is so busy with takeout orders that they need all hands on deck to try to keep producing all of this food for these, you know, for everybody to eat. And so, you know, there's so many other ways we can try to get out there and try to still make a living. You know, my hairstylist, he said he was mowing lawns.
That was crazy. Like literally he does hair, beautiful hair, glam, and then he like literally goes mows lawn. I was like, wow, that shows you that that's someone that's wanting to make money, need to make money, and they gotta do what they gotta do.
Right.
And it's probably something you don't want to do.
But you know what? It's only temporary.
Yeah.
You know, I can remember when I was a single mother and trying to figure out how to make it work. You know, I took on some part-time jobs that I didn't like. Cocktail waitressing. I hated it.
Really?
I hated it. But I knew it was temporary. I knew it was to get me through a period of time that I needed to get through. And so even though I only did it like 2 nights a week for a few months, it was a temporary job that helped me get over that hump.
You knew it wasn't forever.
I knew it wasn't forever. It was just something I needed to do for the time being. And so that's kind of like what we're doing right now. You need to get out there and figure out, you know, HEB, like there's places, like I actually signed up. I'm one of those people that gets, I pull up curbside delivery for HEB. And you can't believe how many workers they're having to hire to help with curbside delivery. Because all these people have to go collect all these groceries off the shelves, put the order together, get them out to the cars, you know. So even curbside delivery for a lot of grocery stores has ramped up like amazingly, like super busy. Like,
there you go.
Like I thought I was getting curbside delivery for my groceries on Saturday. It was for this Saturday. That's how far booked ahead they are.
Really?
Yeah. So they can only take so many curbside deliveries a day. And so when I signed up for mine on Friday or Thursday of last week or whatever, I thought I was signing up for Saturday. So I thought, oh, I have to go pick up my groceries on Saturday, curbside. I looked again and it said the 28th. I was like, and I scrolled back and it said full. So even curbside delivery can only fill so many.
Do so many.
Fab.
Yes.
Come on, we need to go run some errands. So we need to do some essential shopping.
Ooh.
We've got to go get a bigger fence area for the dogs because they've outgrown their little spot and I need to keep them corralled. So we need to go to Petco or PetSmart, maybe both, I don't know which. We need printer ribbon or ink for the printer. And hopefully maybe since we're in that area, maybe Target will have some cleaning supplies and stuff. So want to go get changed? Let's go.
So y'all know we live here now. Can't stand to get away from this place. Now we have puppy dogs.
Because we have puppies.
I want to see if this is gonna fit in there.
Well, it would if Lamar's golf clubs weren't in there. The trunk is plenty big enough, but we have golf clubs in here. Because Lamar never takes his damn golf clubs out of anything.
Oh, there you go. So now we're trying PetSmart. Oh, you know what? It's just practicing being quarantined. They tell us to stay in. We're like, never. We want to do the opposite. At least we're not the only ones.
Okay, we're social distancing. We're using disinfectant every 2 minutes. We're not. Oh, this store's under remodel.
There you go.
Okay, wipe down. And then you take the wipe.
Ah.
Was there a supply that we needed for the office? Some kind of office supply?
Oh yeah, coloring books.
Look at all these little shoes. Ah. Mm-hmm. Look at here. Look at here. Look at Nikki. Oh, she said, "Oh my God, I got a treat." What's this? Oh, what's that? You wanted, you better come here. You better come here.
You guys are practicing your social distancing so well. You guys are so good. You're better than us.
So people are actually doing things right now that they don't necessarily want to do,
Yeah.
but it's helping them
You gotta live.
pay their bills and still. And yes, we all know that the government's going to be putting some money in everybody's pockets and everything. But in the time being, until that check arrives, you still have bills to pay. You still got groceries you have to buy to be able to eat.
Don't stop.
Yeah. So what's the takeaway today, Fab?
The takeaway is that this video is sponsored by German. No, the takeaway is to just chill out. This too shall pass. It's gonna be alright. Do what you gotta do, and I feel like we're not gonna have a summer for some reason. Cause like kids are not going back to school.
Right.
How are they gonna make that up? 2020 is not having a graduation. Like how is that like? Cause I was talking to my little sister and she was like, "Yeah, well, we don't know when we're going back to school. We're doing it online."
Well, I think for the kids that are able to do school online, they're going to be able to
Pass?
well, especially if they're doing it online and submitting it to a teacher.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So there's some accountability. So anyways, guys, I hope today's video was informational, helpful. You know, we're just trying to stay positive through this whole thing. You hear my yard guys out there?
Yeah, they're working. They're working.
They're working. We walked past a house today that's getting built.
Yeah,
You know,
people are out here still working.
the framers are out there working and everything. So yeah, so guys, just stay positive. Help somebody out. If you've got older relatives or older neighbors, you know, maybe get some deliveries in for them.
Yeah.
You know, just chill.
Check on your friends.
Just check on your friends. Reach out. You know, that one friend we reached out to on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be back to normal
Yeah.
now. You know, that's good. So just stay positive, guys. This too shall pass. And even though you think this social distancing is tearing us apart, and
Yeah.
it's really not. It's actually making us all come closer together, believe it or not. So, until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.